So I want to show you guys another tank that I haven't showed ever. Um, Mostly because it just got set up, and thought you guys would like to see something new for once, or at least a new tank. And this is not mine, but it is in this house, so I guess I'll show it. And it's fish, and we all like fish, right? But this is a 5.5 gallon, so 5.5, um, housed with one beta, as you know, usually is what in a tank this small. And basically to go through it, we got obviously 5.5 gallon. Just your normal, you probably get that Petco, PetSmart, online, pretty common tank, honestly. And I want to talk about, because most people don't have betas, and probably something like this, or 2 gallons or smaller, or you see those little Tetra kits, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And I just want to show that this is not very expensive, and this is what your beta really should be in. So perfect size, 5 gallons for one beta. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And that's what I would say the minimum size is if you want to keep a beta. Honestly, I'd put mine in a 10 gallon if it was me. Um, But I guess starting filtration, we got the Tetra PF10. It was a filter that I had back in my 10 gallon. And so I put it on here to give this filtration. So all we have is just some sponges and some pinky filter. Um, it is too much flow for the beta right now. And I try to put extra pinky filter in here. So it kind of like clogged the water a little bit, so it stopped the flow. It got clogged way too fast, so I'm kind of just letting it sit here and wait for these sponges to get kind of more clogged as they get more dirty as over time goes on, and should reduce the flow. I mean, I could probably rig up something, but we'll see what happens. And then also on my 10 gallon, I had this Alkion heater. It's 50 watts, works perfect for 5 gallons, 10, 15. And just got this. We didn't have a light on this, but I got this. It's pretty cheap. It's on Amazon. It's about like 12 bucks, but it has, it's Tron. You got the regular white, and then you got the blue, which looks pretty cool, especially with these plants. But not the brightest in the world, but if you're just trying to keep your tank lit without any live plants, this is like perfect. But I also got this decor, which is in my 10 gallon, and if you go back way in the videos, you'll see like all this equipment you guys will recognize if you guys watch like 3 years ago. But this was the exact decor I had inside there, and yeah, it still looks good to this day. It's honestly kind of a nice piece of. It's one of the better fake decors I've seen. Usually they're a little childish. This one actually looks pretty decent, honestly. It's still, you can obviously tell it's fake, but it's not bad at all, to be honest. It actually had a little red plant coming out this here. You can see the hole, but it was touching the glass, and so I just kind of left the big ones in the back, and it looks pretty nice. And obviously you can go through the log. Nice if you have like plectos and stuff too. They really like it. Obviously the beta, male beta, looking pretty neat. Yeah, he's acting a little skittish because of the flow. I actually probably should do something after this video. He's kind of freaking out with all this flow. So that's definitely one thing with betas. They do not like flow at all. If there is flow, have very little. That's why they don't have like air stones and stuff. They don't really care for that stuff. It just kind of doesn't. It kind of affects them more than just having it in there. So might as well just not have it at all. They don't need all that. You need filtration, but don't have some high powered filter on here. Just I might change this out eventually to like an AC 20 so I can adjust the flow. But for now, this one's perfect. It's a little tiny little hang on the back, manageable for somebody that's just starting out. And then obviously the preheat heater that's set automatically to 78, so it's perfect for a beginner. So they don't have to monitor they set the monitor the temperature, but they don't have to worry about it. Just it automatically knows what to do. And then of course the light symbol, I'm gonna rig up some, but for now it's just kind of on there, and it's twistable, so you can move it up and down if you want to. But it looks pretty good for a little, beginner setup. I basically I helped set up this whole thing. I kind of used all the extra equipment that I had. This was all for like a quarantine tank that I had, but eh, screw it. So I just used it in this. And then the sand was actually from Glass Aqua. I was gonna save it for a tank, but I just threw it in here, just so it looked a little better in here. But it's a really nice like white tan sand going on. But honestly, if you're a beginner and you want something simple and you like stuff like betas, or really you can keep a little school of fish in here, honestly, but maybe just one school of fish and a couple bottom dwellers, and that's probably going to be it, because the tank isn't like huge. If you wanted a lot of stuff, I would say upgrade to 10, 15, 20. But besides the point, this is, great tank for a beta and a couple other things. If you wanted to, maybe some shrimp or maybe a plecto if you really wanted to. Doesn't really matter, just whatever you like. But I mean, yeah, if you're a beginner and you want something simple, and honestly, you're gonna pay so much for those, you know, 1 to 2, 3 gallon kits, that's gonna cost a lot because it's a kit, and that's just what they do. When you can get this, which is like this tank is like $10. If you have extra equipment, that's free. So all we had to pay for was the tank and the fish. But obviously, take that out of scenario. The filter's 10, the heater's 10, the decor is like $5, $6. This substrate's like a couple dollars. The light is $12. So 50, $60, and you got yourself honestly a nice setup. Something that's gonna get you started and get you learning about fish. Obviously, if you're more experienced, you probably not interested in something like this, but for a beginner, this looks amazing for a beginner. Nice clean tank, no ammonia, healthy fish. As long as you do all that, gonna be pretty easy, honestly. But comment, like, subscribe if you guys want to see more of this tank. Comment down below if you guys want to see that, and other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one.